Hi guys, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting life. Working on Elsa Quilt. Don't forget, if you're new to my channel, head down there, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, get notifications when I am live and or post videos. Don't forget to like them and share them. I'm on attempt number 2 to make sure that this works. I'm hoping it will. I changed out to a different internet line, and I'm hoping that it picks it up and says it's going to work. So yay, yep, I am back, Christine. I don't know why that one's not connected up there. Hi, Vicky. This says that I am, so I'm going to run off this. I don't know. All right, I'm starting with one block that I ended. I just cut the last few pieces before that had ended, hoping that this connects properly. It says I have 5 people. Hold on, let's make sure that this is working up here. We're going to instigate some chit chat on one. No, it says it's working. I don't know why that's not loading something like this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a block. They are 18.5 inches if you remember. And I am going to sew 1.5 inch strips. What I'm going to do is I didn't even cut the selvage off. I'm just going to take the strip from the selvage end, place that a little bit beyond, and then I'm going to sew this on, and then I'll trim that off. And I'm just going to sew random colors. They're all going to be different, all 4 sides. I'll do all 4 sides differently so that I end up with a 20.5 inch block. I don't see anything else on that screen. Fuzzy? What? Sorry, I had to plug my phone in and it doesn't sit properly. Let's turn the chat on so that I can see it. There we go. Is that better? Looks clear to me. Okay, we'll see how that works. Hi, Lacey. I can only see comments from this screen. That one says it's unable to connect. It's weird. So I'm going to come to this end. So right off to the end, I'm going to flip the block over like so. And just for accuracy purposes, I'm going to use a ruler and slice this off. Come to this end, line everything up nice and straight, and slice this side off. And then I am going to finger press it open, just pressing it outward. Okay, and then I'm going to turn block, grab a totally different color, and do the same exact thing. I'm going to place the selvage beyond it, and then I'll trim it off when I'm finished. And I'm just building around it. I'm not doing 2 sides, and then I'm actually just going to go 1 side, then 2 sides, then 3 sides, then 4 sides. So that it creates a totally different look. And it won't be equal, if that makes any sense. Okay, that's not working that way. I like the comments better this way. Okay, proceed. Better. Heaps crusty tiff internet scrapped itself. I cooked dinner for my daughter and me. We both ate dinner. Tiff got internet working again. Very busy. Yes, I'm trying to make sure that this stays working. Hopefully. My green light is not. Can't tell. I only have 2 green lights on. So I'm running off of Wi-Fi instead of a direct internet cable. Hi, Linda. Yes, I'm glad I was able to come back to it. Like I said, and it says it in the description, I'm going to just keep working until I do not feel like I can work any longer. So it'll just be lives over and over again. You can watch later, you can watch now. I'm documenting the process so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just lining up 1.5-inch strips, sewing all the way around. And every block, I'm just going to sew them all differently. Come to the end, bring the block right here. And just for accuracy purposes, using the ruler, lining it up on the edge, then trimming it. And I'll just put all my trimmings here because I can use those on the second set of blocks when I add more colors, because there is 8 colors but 6 blocks to make. So I'm going to finger press this one. And it's only twin size. This is only going to be twin size. When I lay it on the floor to lay it out, it will look huge. All right, now I'm going to turn it again, and I'm going to find a different color. Let's add blue. Right sides together. I always know the right side because the fold of the fabric was this way, so the outer side of that fold is the correct side, even on solids. Because sometimes, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but some solids actually have like a duller side to it. And this one wasn't right there. Look at that. I used a ruler even. My goodness. Is twin a single or double? It's a single bed. A twin is like 36 inches by 78 or 79 inches, something like that. That's the mattress size, I should say. And then a full is slightly smaller than a queen, and a queen is smaller than a king. A king is huge. Trim this one. I'm just going to keep doing this over and over until all the blocks have their sides. One. And there's 2. I know this is probably not the correct way to do things, but you guys know me. I don't do anything correct or proper. And I'll press it all when it's done. It's kind of weird with this small sashing, but the first border will be nice. I'll do it really nice. All right, now for another color. And all these colors look so good with this Elsa fabric. Like, they blend so well. I'll hold the block, this huge block, up when I'm finished sewing this on. And again, thank you, Christine, for reminding me, because I would have probably sewn these and been like, why did that border come so big? These blocks would have been crazy. They would have been crazy big, and I'd have been like, huh? Again, lay it out. Use the ruler, line it up nice and flush, trim it off, same the other side, and then I'm going to finger press. I'm just going to leave my blade out too, as long as I can remember not to do it. I'm going to take this over to the iron real quick, and I'll show you guys how this one block looks, and then we'll just do the rest. I'll chain piece them all like this, even though they're so big. Ouch. Oh. All right. Over. You guys can see over here. I'm going to pull these blocks over here. This is my extra fabric. Throw it down there. Okay, so 2 seconds for that to come on. See, I'm not running on a direct internet cable. It's kind of weird. And I can't see comments because my phone is on charge. It's a good thing I have a 10-foot cable for my phone, so I can actually keep it on charge wherever I go. All right, let's see. I was thinking about it, and it seemed a bit off. I got the maths right. Yep. Let's see. Americans also have California. Yeah, we have. That's what this big, huge quilt is. I think it's like an Eastern king, or I don't know, Alaskan king. Alexa said what it was considered. She looked it up online to see. So here's the block. Let me press it, and it'll look better because they're kind of sticking up. No worries. Okay, you're back. Hi, Diane. I didn't notice that you were here either. Hi, Misty. I said hi to everyone. Let's see. Linda. I said hi to Linda. Glad you're back. Anxiety kicking in and watching you helps me. Oh, I'm so happy that helps you. I have anxiety too, and what helps me is watching videos as well. I'm using steam. Get these little guys to stay down. And then I'm going to chain piece the rest of them by just grabbing a color and sewing. All right, so here is an Elsa block. It is a very huge block with little bitty borders or sashing. I guess it's built-in sashing because I'm going to go around the rest of the quilt as well. So I'm just going to leave this over here on the ironing board, and I'm going to take myself over and we're going to chain piece the rest. So let's go back this way and bring this back this way so that I can read. And where did I just throw the blocks? Oh, I threw them behind me. All right, so I'm just going to start adding strips. I've already used those, so I can add those later. We're just going to start adding strips, and then I'll veer off the end so that I can use a different color on each of them. If that makes any sense, I'll just try to veer off the end at least with my foot has that guide built in. Alright, so there's one down. Let's grab another color. Ooh, this blue looks so pretty. Very pretty with Elsa. Alright, put this next one on there. And you can take the scissors and cut these off like I usually do when I do borders. I usually fold it up when I have it on the table, straighten it out with my finger, and then chop it right here on the spot. But I'm just going to veer off of them and trim them all after they're all first pieces on them. Let's grab this one. Let's see. Meds help anxiety. For you, Lacey, I don't take any anxiety meds because they make me way hyper. Way hyper. And I'm already hyper enough. I don't need any more hyperness. Let's see. Meds help. Christine, which one is a single bed? Okay, Christine, I've been having a bit of anxiety too. Your brother died in May, and it was sort of okay just until recently. Now I'm having a lot more really bad. Christine, are you sure it's not depression instead of anxiety? Tiff, who plans on doing a birthday block for Tiff? Yeah, who plans on doing the birthday blocks? So far, I'm thinking there's about 30 people right now so far. In reality, if 30 people make 1 or 2 blocks or 3 blocks, or however many you want to send in, multiples are okay, but the 1 block from each person will be on the front of the quilt. Just letting you guys know. Any extra blocks will be the back of the quilt, you know, if that makes any sense. So I can turn it around and it'll be different. It's going to hang up here. So you guys will always see it. But I think I'm going to adjust my hanging thing and move all this because my rulers keep falling behind my fabric. When I have my company at the end of the month, I think I'm going to use her if she's on. I'm not sure if she's on here right now, but I think I'm going to use her to help me, I think, move my room around a little, like adjust it, because I'm kind of always stuck in this corner, and I want you guys to be able to. I had the desk here before, sticking out, and you guys watched me from there, but I'm thinking I want to move it around a little so that, I don't know, I think it'll be easier if I'm in a different position for the camera, so you guys can be closer to me. you know, with the camera. Once I get that program figured out, I can adjust my other cameras, because there's 3 cameras in total. The program that runs on my computer runs all 3. I would be able to, from my phone, and I can put that camera on as well, like right here. The phone can actually be right here on recording this part, and all I would have to do is press one button and it will change the camera every time to a different angle, kind of like Mom and Pop Quilt Shop does. But because I don't have enough internet, I don't have the, I guess it's like a bandwidth for uploading to be able to run all the cameras and swap things. Plus, I don't have someone to actually sit and do it for me, so I'd have to pay attention and make sure everything is working legit. So I still haven't figured that out. I'm seriously lost. Some of you probably saw a weird video recently on my YouTube. It was from my phone on a live stream, but I don't even know how to type a title or any of that. It has to be connected to my computer for my phone to live stream. And I got the program, but I don't know how to, I guess, connect the two, because I'm not good with electronics and technology. So as soon as that is figured out, I will be able to have multiple cameras and multiple angles and views and so on and so forth, which will be good, because I'm looking forward to being able to do all that. And Scott doesn't know any of it, or else he can do. The only thing he knows how to do is search up good deals on the internet and buy it. He knows how to look things up. That's it. He doesn't even use his cell phone for anything, so I can't have him do it. I'm a little bit more advanced than he is on the technology learning right now with all this stuff. Let's see. So this the backing? No, this is the front. This is the every other block. You guys will see. It's been in my head, the design of it. So let's start this one with purple. Let's see. I had anxiety for years, medicated for depression. Feels different, maybe a bit of both. Michelle Morris is going to make one this weekend. Okay, thank you, Michelle. And hello, because I didn't know you were back on. Christine is going to do one, maybe more. What if we did 2 different? You can do 2 different. Okay, so for anybody that's just joining and saw the video, and I changed it to 9-inch blocks because the books, I'll just show you a book. These books have, I didn't know, but they have 8. They don't have any 8.5, so I had to change it to 9-inch. I was so excited to do this for my birthday, for you guys to be here with me with your blocks, if that makes any sense. I was so excited that I didn't even look to see if there was 8.5-inch finished blocks. I mean, the finish that from your house. So whatever the book says, if it says 9-inch, that's the block you're making, right? If that makes any sense. If you like more than one block and you like more than 5 different colors and you used 5 in one, but you like more colors, make a second block with whatever. It's what you like. It's representing you here with me, other than being virtually in the computer on the internet. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. It helps me feel your presence in here with me. And maybe it'll help me draw more inspiration on, I'm pretty sure it will. I'm looking at you guys' blocks and say, wouldn't that be cool in a quilt? And then I can find out what the block is from you, because you signed it, so I'll know whose blocks are whose. Once it's signed, I'll know, and I'll be able to ask you, okay, where did you find that block? I want to make it. If that makes any sense, and then I can teach it to everyone else, and or, you know what I mean? It's inspiration, and it's also helping me feel closer to you guys. It's just something fun to do for my birthday. This will probably be the only time I ever do something like that, honestly. Although next year I turn 40. Maybe I should do something fun for 40. But this one is one before 40, so it's okay. I wanted to do something different, and finally ran out of bobbin. I was working this whole time, and I had a whole bobbin. It's very rare for me. I usually run out in the beginning of videos. This machine is going to need a cleaning after this quilt. I clean my machine quite often, guys. Keep up with it. All right, let's see. What did we do to? I think I'm going to use my cut up scraps. Ooh, fun, Christine. Scrappy. I like scrappy. I have to take anxiety medication 3 times because one was having anxiety attacks. Not so bad anymore as long as I stay on the meds. Same with Christine. Diane's doing a block. Be right back from the dog. Christine, Diane. What? Welcome. Just on break at work. Ooh, you're on break at work watching. Fun, fun, Michelle. Judith. Hello, Judith. Welcome. So we are doing 9.5-inch blocks to finish at 9-inch in the quilt. No, what? Okay. Again, I'm going to bring this close so that you can see. Somebody said something, and I'm going to explain this, that when you make a block from a book, I don't remember, but I've made blocks from this book. I mean, I even mark my things that I do. But I don't remember the size they come out. So I think I'm going to attempt to make a video to see how these work. But if the book, you open it up to a page, you say you like this house block. This house block only comes 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12, right? So I'm going to look and say, okay, this homespun, I've done homespun actually. You guys saw that one. I made a video and posted pictures. Homespun comes in a 9-inch block, and that's what I did it from, was this. Now, hold on. I'm going to look actually because I have the homespun right here. Here's the homespun that I did from the book. This is close enough. Let's see. It has been washed, so it's shrunk a little. But we're going to see how this finishes real quick. What size this is. What size did I do? Let's see. And I'm going to minus the seams, a 1/2 inch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is 9 inches. So I guess it is a 9.5-inch block, because they finished at 9 inches. Yep. So these are, it'll be at 9.5. When you have it sitting on your table, it'll be 9.5, I guess, whatever your books or the internet says. I really should have thought about this when I made the video, but yeah, because I went off of this one, the 9-inch block, what I would need, and that's what I made. So, and I made it in a tutorial online. I should have thought about this. It says 9-inch, so I chose 9-inch. So it comes out 9.5 then. Exactly. So yeah, they're going to come out as 9.5. So just if you're doing from a book or online, just choose something that says 9-inch because it'll finish for me at 9 inches. And I chose a small block. Reason for that, because I wasn't sure how many people were going to participate in this for me. You know, the fun of making blocks, what you like, your colors, your style, whatever. I wasn't sure how many people would participate. And I don't want, not saying that all 659 subscribers that I have are going to participate, but if they did, oh my God, I would be overwhelmed. My whole wall would be a quilt. It would fit though. It would be a 2-sided quilt. But I figured, you know, like 40, 50 people would probably participate with 1 block each. That makes a 8 across by 9 down or something, or 7 across by 9 down. So it shouldn't be humongous. So if anything, if everybody participates and make 2 blocks, it'll still be a 1-sided quilt, if that makes any sense. So yeah, the block will be 9.5 inches when it's sitting on your table then, according to me following this book already. But that's why I said 9-inch. So if you choose from a book, it'll be 9 inches. And I can't see comments because there is none on that screen. But this was the homespun one that I did. It's a table runner. It's a tutorial. It says homespun. And that was used from that book. I use my books a lot. I don't even have that in here either. What is it called? I did a snail trail. I did the snail trail book from a book, but I don't remember what I did. Small blocks. I think I did 6-inch blocks. So they probably finished at 6.5. I don't have a block here, so I can't tell you. And might. My random scrap block thing. Nope, I don't. So yeah, just whenever a book or a pattern or something, if it says 9 inches, just make that. It'll come out 9.5. And if I have to add a little tiny itty bitty border around it to make them all the same size, I will. So, okay, I hope I covered that correctly. All right, let's see. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do this. So we're doing 9.5 inch blocks to 9 inch. Okay, I saw that one. I'm going to do one that is totally me, but also kind of original. Which book is that, Tiff? This book is the new Quick and Easy Block Tool, 110 quilt blocks in 5 sizes, project ideas. This is what it looks like. Scott got it for me on Amazon for, I think it was like $14.99 or $11.99. Because I also got this one right here on Amazon as well. And this one is Around the Block with Judy Hopkins, 200 rotary cut blocks in 6 sizes. And the weird part is these have a couple of the same ones, but they are actually, the numbers and sizes of the cuts are actually different. So it was actually cool that I had 2 books with some of the same blocks, but they're pieced differently with different sizes that come out the same. It's weird how it works, but so the new Quick and Easy Block Tool book, there's actually 2 different of these books. There's one that's the Quick and Easy Block Tool, but it doesn't say the new on it. This one's the new one. I wanted this one because it had a specific block I was looking for another quilt that I did. So I use my books often, guys. It's surprising how much I use them. But I'm going to make a block myself also towards the quilt. So there'll be a video for that soon. I'm going to choose one of my favorites. And I have a lot of favorites. I'm going to choose a favorite and make it. And I'll see right then and there during a video when I make it how big it turns out. But I got to finish this first. I also have to finish what's on the long arm. All right, let's get these all trimmed. I will finish answering questions. Let's see. The block has to be 9 inches. Yes, 9 inches. Judith, thanks. Okay, Linda. I got the book names. Where do we put your names? Just put your names somewhere on the block. If you're using blues, reds, greens, yellows, purples, things like that. If you're using blacks for the block, I guess, I don't know where you would use a black marker on it. But I could put some kind of note on it somehow, some way. I guess if you can't sign a block, we could figure out how to put, I want to know who the block belongs to every time I can go back to it. And because I'll forget, and I don't really want to forget, but I can see the names, if that makes sense, and where you guys live. On the front of the block, so it's seeable. It doesn't have to be huge. Don't write it like covering the whole block, just in the small little corner with a, I don't even have one. They have, oh, they're not here. Huh? Where's my things? Oh, here they are. They sell these things right here. I got them online. They're Tulip Essential Fabric Markers that won't snag or bleed. And they come in, this box came with 4 colors, but they had a ton of different other ones. So you just choose a color, and they have a really, really, really tiny tip. Can you see that against my face? It's really, really tiny. And then the other side is a big, huge one. You don't need to use that. That will just make a mess on the fabric. Trust me. I know. I used to sign tags with markers before I got that machine with the letters and numbers. But yeah, the little itty bitty fine tip, it writes on fabric, and there's tons of different colors. So there's fabric markers. Just write it in the bottom corner, as long as there's a 1/4 inch away so that it's still seeable and it's not hidden in a seam. So just write it wherever on your block. If your fabrics have flowers or like really, really let's just show this. For example, if your fabrics have prints that are like this and there's no way to write on it, I'll probably just have to put, I have those little itty bitty sticky note things. I'll probably just put one on with the name from the envelope, your name and stuff, just the name and city and state. Name, city, and state. So if you can write it on there somewhere, if it's a dark print and you can't figure it out, I'll just put a note when it comes, you know. But yeah, on the front of the block somewhere, anywhere. It could be in the middle of the side. Up, I don't care where. You can put your first name in one corner, your last name in another corner. Just however you do it. It's your block in my quilt for my wall for my birthday. So I'll just put these over here so I remember where they are next time. All right, I'm going to trim all these up and then start adding more colors without hurting any of the blocks. All right. Yes, I will go through the net. Hold on, Christine. Guess I will go through the net. What are you going for, Diane? The Amazon should have unfortunately, a lot of Amazon sellers don't ship to Australia. Oh, that sucks, Judith. Linda in front of the application said that Judith, you're right, but we have Amazon Australia now. I expect it to be about $30 here, though. Oh, the book? Yeah, it's probably a lot. Sucks for you guys that you don't get the prices like we do here, you know. I do know that you can buy in those countries if you go on Wish. I buy some stuff on Wish. I've bought quilting supplies on Wish. And I don't buy fabric, though. I've learned my lesson many times. But there's some distributors that for other countries on actually have them cheaper. And I saw that because I watch a couple channels that do Wish reviews. And they're not in America. They're in England. There's another one that's in Scotland or something like that. And yeah, they buy Wish items and then they make videos, and then there's someone here and they pay the same price as we would pay from Wish. So it's kind of cool. And I watch their videos, so. It does suck. What does suck? The fabric from Wish. I just get rulers and templates and things like that if I want something from there. That's where I got some of the rulers I have. Oops, what am I doing? Trim first, Tiffy. Trim first. What I get for talking and working. Seems to always happen for me. One more side. This is going to be such a cute quilt. It's weird keeping the blocks big, but I think it'll work out perfectly. Where'd it? Oh, right there. It's right next to me. I'm making a pile so I can use those ones next because they're already cut. And I'm going to press, place it to the side. Everything's still working correctly, right, with my video? Good, good, good. Again, I'm just doing this quilt until I don't feel like I should be doing it anymore. Or I need a smoke break or something, which would be a while from now. I'm good. I'm trying to distract myself, and this is the best distraction, let me tell you. I love to distract myself with fabric for sure. Close that. Oh, plus, these are the half ones. So bring all those this way. These are full strips still. Yes, full strip, full strip. All right, those are still full. Okay. Let's add these guys now. Alright. So now I'm putting it to the top. So I'm just kind of building around the block. Let's put this baby blue one. Again, I'm putting the selvage. Actually, I'll put the cut in first. How about that? Selvage at the bottom. Yay. All right. Putting this on. I'm not ironing in between. I'm pressing. Back to work. Y'all have a good day. Okay, Michelle, have fun at work. Don't work too hard. I buy most of my fabric online, but as I have serious addiction to Moda and Free Spirit, I know what I'm getting. Just got a whole collection of Tulip Pinks Tinkerbell. I haven't got any of that, unfortunately. The only one of her fabric lines that I think is kind of weird is the one with the bananas. I don't think I want fabric with bananas. It's cute, like the colorway, the colors in it, but I don't know why I would want bananas on a quilt. Honestly, nothing against her fabric lines. I love most of her fabric lines, but I don't know about bananas on a quilt. But that's just me. It's rare I buy fabrics from fabric lines, unfortunately, because I don't have money for it, you know. And I have to also, a lot of my projects, if you guys haven't noticed, are customer stuff and or little things that I can throw together because I have fabric I've been buying from thrift stores and from estate sales and from quilt sales or quilt build sales and yard sales and Walmart and Joann's and Hobby Lobby. That's how I built my stash. Oh, and Tuesday morning. Can't forget about Tuesday morning. And I just got, Scott ordered me. He thought he was getting white. So I got a bolt. It's not white. It's off-white. And I don't use much off-white. I like white when I do things. But I have 2 jelly rolls and 8 yards here. So I'm going to have some fun figuring out what I can make. I think I'm going to do a strip piecing thing or make one of my patterns because I have 2 patterns that I really have been wanting to do. So, and then he just ordered me, because it was on sale, 2 more bolts of one. I think it's like this gray color. I don't remember. It's one of them, one of those colors. And I have tons of jelly rolls that'll go with that. So he's been trying to find, like I said, he's good on the internet with finding sales, and he buys me fabric by the bolt because I go through solids so much. That's one thing about me that's probably different than all of you guys. When I use a background color or a filler color or a accent color, it's usually a solid. That's my thing, my personal preference. And so far, customers and stuff that come to me, all my clients, they don't seem to mind. They actually like it. And most of them say save me money anyway in the building and making process. So I save them money by buying Walmart fabrics, and they don't mind. Nothing falls apart. It lasts forever. They can throw it through the wash. It's the same thing. It's just it's a cheaper fabric, you know. It's not a specialty brand. And that don't bother me. Some people it does. So like I was saying in the beginning, I don't really get a chance to buy the good name brand ones. And if I do, it's because I got it at a estate sale or yard sale or a quilt guild sale, and I got the fancy line from that. And or donated to me, because I've had people donate me stuff too. So Lacey. Why did I say crusty just now? Because it says crusty on here. I buy all my fabric online too. I also love Moda. Linda Jones loves Tuesday morning. Yes, I love Tuesday morning, and they stopped carrying my 6-inch batik rolls. My daughter works there, so I'm lucky enough to get her 20% off, and then every once in a while around holidays she gets 40 to 50, sometimes 70% off, and that also is on top of something that's already 20, 40, 60, 70% off. So I get lucky when I go on her days off, because we have to do it. She can't do it while she's at work. She has to do it on her day off. They're getting me the discount, but they haven't had the rolls, and she's watching out, because as soon as they get them, I'm just going to buy them because they go quick. Because I need them to make a project that the big huge Mariner star. I'm going to use those rolls to make another one. I have 100% decided on that. weird that the screen up there has nothing on it. It's the comments section. Gone. Weird. Weird, weird. You guys can ask questions and stuff while you're on if anybody wants to know anything. I can show you around, do whatever. It's Insomniac hours, so we're allowed to just do whatever while I'm on. All right, let's trim all of these. I lined the cut edge up, so now I only have to trim off one edge of these ones. And I'm going to save my little. It's going to go in the pile over here of my scrap pieces that are from this quilt. So just chop it, finger press it, put it in a pile, and add more to it. And again, I'm building around it, which is going to make it look cool. They're all different colors, so I'm hoping that this is pretty awesome. What I see in my head is always awesome. I'm trying to keep my scraps together while I work because I have a mess around my room of like a mess. When I made that purse the other day, which is so adorable. I love that thing. And I'm going to make more, let me tell you. And I've already got ideas on how to change up what I did because obviously that was my first real purse, no pattern, no nothing. I'm going to make it again, but something, and I'm glad my measurements came out okay, even though I had changed things along the way. Now I know for sure, but my mess for it is over there on the floor. But I have quite a few ideas for Christmas gifts, so I need to be able to make some more and change my design just a little bit with the pockets. The pockets was the part I need to change. And I can't see comments this very moment, but give me a second. We'll be back to it. Oops, finger press first. One more. The only time I buy fabric at full price is Tulip Pink, and sometimes I pre-order it. It's slightly cheaper. Oh, when you pre-order things, it's cheaper? Linda, sometimes the people at Tuesday morning will call their other stores to see if they have it. Yeah, we don't have another Tuesday morning in our vicinity. We have the only Tuesday morning in the Tri-City area. If any other Tuesday mornings, they'd be really far away. And unfortunately, you can't order online. So she watches for me. She watches what they get and she tells me. And if they have something, she can't put it aside. She's not allowed to do that. But if I hide it in the store somewhere, she will make sure it doesn't get cleaned up and moved so that someone else don't buy it until I have the money to go buy it. Because, like you guys know, I'm broke. I kill myself every month with having, payments on things when I shouldn't, but I do. Okay, next one. So I started at the top. Now I'm on this side, so I'm always keeping this to the top. And I still have some leftover pieces. Just going to make sure it's not the same as any other piece on here. And I'll do the same thing. Just lining it up. That's going on down. Such a big block that it wants to move. Oop, that color's already in this one. Let's do this one. hear me really good when I'm talking while sewing? Like right now when I'm sewing, because my microphone that Alexa gave me is supposed to drown out the sound of the sewing machine so you can still hear me talking. Let's go blue on this one. I always wondered that because I don't really rewatch my videos. What I do is I'll go halfway through, scroll through the beginning part of chat to see if I missed anything, and then I'll fast forward the video some more so that more chat comes up, and then read all that. That way I don't lose anything as I'm going. I just put them on so that I can make sure that I didn't miss anything or answer a question in the next video, or have an answer for it without even saying that I answered the question, if you know what I mean. Hoping to get back to sewing after Monday. Been busy gathering things for donation pickup on Monday. So far, I have 2 throws and a king size double wedding ring quilt to do for. Ooh, double wedding ring. That's on my to-do list. Someday. I have the thingy for it. I need the templates though. I don't have the templates. I have a pattern, but it has a little. I want hard templates, not soft ones. So I'll probably have to get another pattern. But that's one of my want to do's is a double wedding ring. There's a ton of quilts that I want to do. And for those of you that are here now and or those of you who are watching this video later, in the comments, what you can do now while you're on, but in the comments below, tell me what quilt you haven't done but you really, really, really want to do. Mine is a double wedding ring. I've been obsessed with wanting to do one, but I haven't got the templates. And I don't know what colors I would do it in. I would probably do really bright colors, honestly, but answer that in the comments below after watching the video, if you're watching later, and the ones that are watching now, you can put it in the chat box. What is it that what quilts do you really, really want to make? I like talking about those kind of things. All right, one more, add this side, and then I'll only have one more side to add to everything. All right, I'm back with now starting on whole pieces again. So I'll have to trim 2 sides on this one. So I'll put the selvage beyond, sew it down. All right, yes, cheaper to pre-order. I can hear you and your sewing machine too. So Lacey wants to do the New York Beauty. That's another one that's on my list. That's what I was trying to attempt when I was doing that video that one day. It got deleted accidentally. 2 videos got deleted. The other one is there, but somehow it's not set for you guys to view. I can see it, but it's private, and I can't reverse it because it has I got in trouble for having music or something, a copyright block on it. So it's only there for me. Yes, I have a few videos that are copyright blocked, but it recently got copyright blocked. And I told YouTube there's nothing in the video that is copyrighted. So I don't know how. I think maybe I said something. I don't know. The little thing, they send it to me in the Google account, and it tells me a description of what I did wrong or how I did it. So I'm waiting for them to send me that. It actually should be in my email. And I check emails at night, so you guys have my Yahoo Mail account though in the description below. But I use my Google account for my YouTube and everything, so they send me information. Let's see, Missy, I love them. They're pretty going to do one for our daughter and son-in-law. They will be celebrating their 1st year anniversary on the 21st. Awesome. So that's what they're going to get. All right. Judith is New York Beauty as well. Ooh, look at you guys all on this New York Beauty one. Misty, I have the New York Beauty kit waiting to be done. Linda says wedding ring, have hard template, but not sure how to connect the ring. So there's going to be, I'm going to be watching a lot of videos when I do mine. There's quite a bit of videos for the double wedding ring. Diane wants to do tumbling blocks. Diane, I swear I do not know what happened to it, but I started tumbling blocks. I actually have a picture of it. It's in my Facebook in the projects. Oh, you're my friend on Facebook, so you can see it. In my projects, I started it, but I never sewed them together because I did the tumbling blocks with Y seams. And this was back in the beginning when I first started. I had no idea what I was doing. I'm going to do this while talking. I had no idea what I was doing. And I started putting these things together, and I was like lost. I put it in a box, you know, one of my little totes, but some of my little tote things are actually in bigger tote boxes in the garage. So I'm thinking it's out there because I searched this whole room because that was one of the things I wanted to do then was the tumbling blocks. And yeah, I don't know where it is, but I need to finish it. It started, some of them are sewn together, but I got so frustrated with the Y seams, and now Y seams don't even bother me, you know. So yeah, I need to finish that. But I have one. They're fun to do. I mean, I had fun then, but I did get frustrated, really frustrated. Not Y. Even though the Y seams one is a full piece, I think it's a 60-degree angle. I would say one that Jenny Doan does on Missouri Star Quilt Company in her tutorial because it's got they have a special template for it. Let's see, Michelle Monday double wedding ring quilt and Irish chain. Yeah, I've done Irish chain. I love the Irish chain. I want to do a triple Irish chain next. The double doesn't look as good to me. I want to do a triple. So I need to plan that. But I've already done Irish chain. And I did more than one, but they're both sold. So I want to do it again just for fun. But I'm supposed to be doing it in a video soon anyway. So there's one of the things you guys get to know. In a video, I don't know how soon because I have a lot of things to do. One of the coming videos in the future will be an Irish chain. Just a single Irish chain. So then there's a block that I got an idea and changed the size from. So there's going to be a layer cake pattern coming up as soon as this is done because that one was first on the list. So the other Michelle Poar, she knows what I'm doing. She's my bestie, the one that's always on here. And then there is where is it at? I have all my started projects already cut up and waiting. So that's the 10-inch square one. There's two 10-inch square projects. There's a 5-inch square project coming up. Where is it at? There's another I have to finish this. There's another Dresden project coming up. It's a complete my I had a project that's unfinished, so it needs to be finished. But there's more blocks to be made. So I'm not done with it. I need to get more of the background fabric that I used for this. And then there's 2 jelly roll projects. That one's there. So I was looking around the room, trying to remember where they are. There's one that's supposed to be done with 8-inch strips that I want to get done. So there's a lot of things coming up. When customers come to me, they're like first priority over my YouTube things because 90% of them want it done quick. They give me small deadlines. Most people know they need to give me at least 3 months to do something, at least these kind of quilts. Anything bigger, they know, 6 months to a year, depending, and they get updates the whole entire process of me making it anyway. So, but yeah, they always come first. And any long arming jobs, if it's done in the winter, those come first as well. So I end up spending more time, but they mostly allow me to record it. So when I do get a chance to record other people's quilts, I will be doing that. And tomorrow I'm actually going to possibly hook up some more jobs for myself because I do need to pay off my machine. It needs to be paid for in full sooner or later. All right. Last round. All right, let's see. The wedding ring Irish chain. Okay, I read that. I also want to do cathedral window. Did a practice block and fell in love with it. The cathedral window. Oh, I don't know, because that requires a lot of fabric, like a lot. Are you doing it the original way, or are you doing it like the Missouri Star Quilt Company way? Because that uses a lot. Or there's Angela Walters' way, or which there's Jean True Love. She did the cathedral window, but it also uses a lot of fabric. She did it really scrappy. Ooh, I loved it. She entered it into a quilt show. It didn't win anything, unfortunately. It should have, but everybody says something should have won. Which way are you going to do it? Because some of the original way, I think, uses the most fabric, at least from what I've heard. All right, let's see. I wish my unfinished projects would get lost instead of hanging around to haunt me. Judith, just do your unfinished projects. Mine are, I pull them out and I put them right here so that I see them when I'm at the sewing machine. That one I wrote Sew Sunday on it to do it on a Sew Sunday. And then the rest of my projects got moved from behind you, the shelf that all my pre-cuts are on. I changed my tubs. I think I showed you guys. I changed my tubs because I was running out of room. So I bought 2 more new tubs at the 99-cent store and put them over there, which is behind you guys, behind the camera. And then I put the unfinished projects over on that other shelf that has the 2 stacks of fabric. The more expensive brands are over on that shelf, like Moda and RJR and so on and so forth. Those fabrics are over there on that shelf. And the oh my god, I can't think. My unfinished projects are in the tubs over there. I kind of mushed things out of the way to put them over there. So I moved things around. So it's literally visibly in my sight instead of hanging out down at the bottom shelf where I couldn't see it, you know. So now I'm going to try to finish all these projects. I mean, some just need a border. Some just need, I ran out of fabric or something, and it's going to be hard to refind it. And then some were too frustrating, so it actually got put in a box because I couldn't figure it out. I don't know what I was doing wrong. Most of them are from when I started quilting in the first place. I started, and then I never finished. So I'm going to trim properly. Alright. I wish my finished project. Okay, LOL. I'm working on UFOs now. Don't want to talk them to next year. I don't know what that was meaning, but I'm thinking you're saying take. Okay, Dresden looks pretty. Yeah, they're really not, they're scrappy. I just need to finish them. They're not even, they're actually glued down, so they're probably falling off if I pulled more, but they've been stacked up, so they shouldn't fall apart. But it's actually a quilt. You guys will see it on a Sew Sunday. It's mixed. It's not just Dresden blocks. There's other blocks that are in there that I've been working on. And it's supposed to come out queen size when it's done. So hopefully I can get that done on a Sew Sunday after this is done, because they're literally right there. But I got to go get some more of that cream color fabric. I'm pretty sure I got it at Walmart. All right, that color's already on there. This one. Every single one of these blocks is going to have 4 different colors on it. It's working out perfect, guys. Working out perfect. I'm loving it. Diane's falling asleep. Then go to sleep, Diane. You guys don't have to stay up and watch. This video will be available later. This swap quilt is hard to put together. So Diane's working on a swap quilt. So Linda wanted to know which one. It's probably the Margaret Lowen one, right? Good night. Love ya. Love ya, Diane. We'll talk to you later. Misty going to do the 10-inch squares that you fold and sew together, because a lot of the other ways take so much fabric. Or I may do the Missouri Star way, not set in stone yet. Well, the cathedral window is a really pretty. I don't know if I want to do it though, because of the whole. There's so much fabric. So much fabric. It's really cool though. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Sweet dreams, Diane. Misty, are you talking about the 10-minute block? I tried that one. I didn't care for it too much. Lace, but there is another one where you fold a 10-inch square. You have to take Mackenzie. I've only just recently started quilting again. I was trying to get 50 quilt tops done for my daughter. I ordered her a long arm so she could quilt them. Unfortunately, she died before she got it. What? I'm so sorry to hear that, Judith. is this just something that happened very recently? And so are you still going to try to make the, are you still going to try to make the 50 quilts? Honor your daughter and actually set up a long arm and do it? Or did you not order the long arm? Did you not get the long arm you ordered because she passed away? If that makes any sense, then I'm trying to make it. I don't want to sound rude, like I'm crying or something. I know if something like that happened to me, I would probably want to finish it all. Just to, you know, because that's what the person wanted to do, is quilt them all. Oops, that one. No, that's not going on here. All right, let's put this one on here. No, I don't want to put that one on. No. Yes, I do want to put this one on. Because if I need to switch out a color, I still have a little bit of leftover for the last ones if they're not matching. Trying to make sure they're all different. They need to be different. My video is working good now. I don't know what happened earlier. It's so weird. All right, this color is not in this one. Kenzie, you have the long arm. She died just over a year ago. I didn't sew at all for a year. You had a lot to do with my getting back to it, Tiff. Don't know whether to set up the long arm or sell it. Well, I am very glad to hear that I'm helping you, that you're back to quilting. I'm telling you, I don't know how many times I can reiterate the fact that, like, I have MS and I have arthritis and fibromyalgia, so on and so forth, and I have a bazillion. I have like 7 different gastrointestinal syndromes and disorders that are all combined. That's why I had to have surgery, and a lot of things don't work for me. And I'm pushing to the point of living on a feeding tube, put it that way, for the rest of my life because of eating and what it does for me, what it does to my body, and the medications I have to take, and blah, 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 blah. It's getting really bad. It's just a pre-warning for you guys. If you don't see me for a while, in a couple of years, you know, it means something bad happened. But I'm not looking at that. I'm just, quilting has been that distraction. So I would probably do the same thing if someone died. I would just keep going. I think that this distraction is like the perfect one. The only thing is I probably spend more money. People have died before. And dying causes a lot of either sexual behavior and or purchasing a lot of stuff that you don't need, unfortunately. So stay away from doing that. Just sew. Empty your mind and sew. That's the only way I can say for grief for anybody that's having, you know, had stuff. I would say, honestly, personal opinion, I would say set that long arm up. Finish the job. You got 50 quilts to make, woman, and 50 quilts to quilt on a long arm is a lot easier than making 1 or 2 and just sitting here. Just make them all and just start loading them one after the other. I have like 30 quilts now that need to go on the long arm, and there's one on there now. So I'm going to start just going, you know, little by little, as much as you can do, get it done. And she's looking down saying, "You got this, Mom." You know what I mean? Like, you can do it. So just remember that. I know it's weird. Linda, you help us all. You guys help me more than you think I help you, honestly. I 100%, I don't know what it is. That's why I go on live. I love to chit chat with you guys. I guess I'm very, I like to talk a lot, and nobody lives around me, so it's hard. So I haven't made any to come over and hang out kind of friends yet, which I know it's kind of weird, but I have lots of friends. All of you guys. I have all of you guys, but you're on the other side of somewhere, you know, in the virtual world, and it inspires me to just keep going. And this color don't match any of these, so I need to pull off one of these real quick. Let's see, let's do that light blue. Is that long enough? Yep. Okay, I'm going to still this real quick because I need this one. Without messing anything up, I'm going to try to do a nice straight cut right here. Okay. I need this piece because all of these are already on this piece and I want them all different. So, but like I was saying, I don't know why. And that's why I want your guys' blocks. I want to feel closer. I don't know. It makes me feel good and it helps distract me and it keeps me, I don't know, it keeps me going. I will never lose this. I started 4 years ago. There's some people that like lose their obsession. This is more than an obsession for me. I don't even know how to explain it because it's therapy and I love teaching. I'm not like a teacher, like a school teacher teaching, and I don't teach. I probably don't teach properly at all. But I don't know. I like to share my experiences, how I learned, what I've learned, and how you can change your ways to make things flow. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my quilts flow. I have like this. Just I keep going, you know. Obviously, the quilting part of things has been backed up because the whole not being able to long arm in the summertime. So that I'm trying to get all of the quilts done now that it's wintertime. But unfortunately, I can't record all of them unless you're in the Facebook group. You guys can see me do long arm quilting and that. So you have to be in the Facebook group to see those kind of videos. Because I can go live on Facebook from my phone. So it's usually clear. But until that my 1,000 subscribers hit, I'm hoping it hits while it's winter time because that way you guys can catch all the videos I can do live from YouTube with quilting, you know, from the frame. And I set up a new, I have a new setup on if you've been in the group, you'll know, but I have a new mount for my camera so it doesn't wiggle and shake anymore. Misty says, totally understand, Tiff. I am an introvert and homebody, but I love to chat with others online but don't hang around with people in real life. Use it, Judith. Yes, everyone's telling you, Judith, you need to use that long arm. Misty, I'm not, I don't know how to say it. I used to be very, I'm going to cut these while talking. I should just cut them while talking to these. I used to be very proactive and outside and hanging out with friends. And I know I hate to say this out loud, but in real life, in reality, having MS and having multiple medical problems because I can't do things that other people can do. I can't go hiking anymore. I don't party, so I can't go dancing with friends. I mean, I can dance at home, but I get worn out pretty quickly and need to lay down right away. But I think because of the fact that I don't hang with them anymore because I can't do anything, I have lost my social life to multiple sclerosis, if that makes any sense. And it really, really sucks. Like, really, really sucks. Because I was very, whatever. Now, I'm at home all the time. I never go anywhere. I never do anything. And when I do, it's to the store, grab what I need, and I come home and sew it all alone. That kind of sucks. But I love people. I do great hanging out with people. I'm not much of a big, huge crowd type person per se, but I do enjoy company. Someday I will have more company over to hang out with me. Just to come over for an hour or two, get some sewing done, work on a friendship project or something, you know, kind of things. Someday that'll happen. I live in a small town, but there's lots of people. I know a lot of people. I don't do the things I used to. I don't ride motorcycle anymore. Like I used to be out riding motorcycle with all my friends. Now I can't even do that. I gave up my motorcycle to buy a long arm. So, well, technically mid arm because I gave up my motorcycle when I bought my other frame and other machine. And I sold that to get my other one, even though I didn't make enough on it in the sale. Like once you purchase a long arm or a frame, they don't sell as much as you paid for them, unfortunately. That's the one sucky part about long arm frames, stand-up frames. They don't sell, especially the machine. It don't sell for as much as you paid for it, which sucks. That's why I tell people buy used, because you can get it so much cheaper. If you're getting a long arm, I mean. I don't know about regular machines. I know you can get them used. It's probably way cheaper. I know you get the Juki used because they had them on eBay. I saw. They're like $645 right now on eBay. Somewhere around there. That's the cheapest one I saw the last time I was on there. Which is actually way cheap because I paid $1,000 for this freaking thing when it was brand new. When this model, I should say, came out. All right, one more. Let's see. Hold on. I understand page. I did make 8 blocks of Hunter Star. Going back to Tuesday morning to get more fabric. Linda will get more. Christine, I just hate everybody. You kind of sound like how Lacey is, Krusty. Krusty is Lacey, if you guys didn't know that. That's why I say her name, and you guys are like, I don't see a Lacey name in here. It's actually Lacey. Same here. Linda's like me. Exactly. I know fully what you mean. I have pulmonary hypertension and I'm on medical pump and oxygen and lost many close friends because I'm not able to do anything. Move back, gotta take a tinkle. I gotta do that too, actually, soon. Brenda bought your Juki used. How much did you pay for it, if you don't mind me asking, for your Juki used? Did you buy it like on like eBay, Amazon, or just from a specific person? Like a Craigslist. That's what I was thinking. Craigslist or one of those kind of things, or a private party or something. Facebook Marketplace even. There's a lot of places you can buy used stuff these days. All right, let's press all these blocks and lay the quilt out on the floor, where I don't really want to crawl around because my freaking legs hurt, but I'm going to anyway. All right, I'm going to keep this right here for a second. And bring it over here to the ironing board. Yeah, it's weird how people stopped hanging out with me because of having MS. I don't think it's just because I have MS. It's because I am exhausted quickly. I'm tired, and I don't know how to explain it. It's, well, you guys know what I'm saying. All right. Juki used 400 online, the Sewing Center 5 years ago. Wow, that's really cheap. I wish I would have looked around more when I got mine. But I held the machine. But the Juki does not do good on frame quilting. I said that in the beginning when I first started my channel, but I had already had it for over a year. Because I have a video that's like 3 years ago that I did when I was using my frame as a tray, a table out in the garage. And yeah, as soon as that thing was on the frame, I had so many issues all the time. Tension issues. I couldn't get it to run right. The stitch regulator didn't want to work with it. It's just annoying. The most annoyingest thing ever. So I decided to upgrade to a regular long arm because I was getting, I can't say that I was getting so good, but I was doing so much better. And the designs I'm able to do on the machine, with the machine, that's how I convinced my husband to let me get the long arm, because he saw that I needed to upgrade. I was doing so much better that I literally needed more space. But I couldn't afford like a gamma or anything. Like, seriously could not afford. I couldn't afford like a APQS or anything. Like, I just, no way. Couldn't afford any of that, so I bought the one I got, which is a, I guess, it's actually through Handy Quilter. All their parts and everything, it's made, but it's called the King Quilter. So, yeah, I got that and the bigger frame, and now I'm a lot more advanced, and I actually like it better, and I love the Juki for piecing. Like, let me tell you. And if they made a faster machine, I would probably use that instead, as long as it's a Juki. Because I hate my brother machine. The thing is so stupid. But hey, it was cheap. It's all I can afford. Even though I don't like it. I still use it. It's got that alphanumerical whatever that I do tags with. So even though I want an embroidery machine in the future to do that with, these are so nice and pretty. 2 more to press and I can lay it on the floor. This thing's going to take up the whole floor, by the way. And since I finger pressed, all these are laying really nice. And they should be 20.5 inches, which I'm going to 100% measure real quick because now that I have it on, I'll make sure before I lay these down. Pretty sure they're correct and accurate, though, thanks to Christine, now that I had to change my numbers. I should have just cut it smaller if I would have wanted 2.5 inch, but these little 1.5s are working perfect. They look okay. It's not looking stupid. You can see Elsa and her head. Her head is sticking out. Hold on. Can't see my comments. Give me 2 seconds. We're going to take this over. I'm going to turn the camera to where you see the floor because that's where we're going. I'm going to lay this right here real quick. I have not trimmed the other blocks yet either, so I'm just going to lay them down. And it's 20.5. Look at that. 20.5. Okay, good. We did that correctly, ladies and gentlemen that watch later. All right, so we're going to come to the floor. I have not, like I said, I have not trimmed those yet. They're not trimmed. There's only a couple trimmed. But I'm going to lay it on the floor anyway and see what it looks like, because if I have to add or subtract something from this whole mess. All right, so let's go to the floor. All right, can you see the whole entire floor? No. Let's go that way. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay. Lacey's back. Okay, Judith bought the gamble used, sent the gamble to the dealer to make sure everything was was tracked, elevate. I guess I have about 25K in it. Yeah, Judith, listen to me, Judith. It might be hard because it was bought for someone else, but 100% set that thing up and use it. You won't be sorry, especially for that price. Like, I wanted a gamble. That was one of the ones I wanted. I wanted the computer system and everything. But when I found out it was like $30,000, I was like, I don't even have that much in credit card. What is it called? You know, when you can use a credit card. I don't have a credit limit that high. So there was no way. All right, thank you, Brenda. Wouldn't a embroidery machine be nice? Maybe someone will leave me one. I love those. Michelle, enough Elsa material to use for border on a pillow. Wait, enough Elsa material to use for, what do you mean, Michelle? There's enough Elsa material for me to put in the back. So that way, or border. I can border. Probably I'm going to do borders with it because I need to make this twin size. So I can do a border and then the rest will go on the back. So there's a little bit more than 2 yards right here. So, all right, I'm going to lay this out now. Don't mind my messy room. And don't mind staring at my ass the whole time either. Because I don't really want to sit on the floor. And let's see, what one's the solid on the top? I want the whole straight line on the top. Okay, so it's going to go like this. And, this one. And this one. You know, I need to be up high. Let's do this. And I don't want that pink there. Let's use this purple. That. And then it's going to be this. Ooh, that purple's touching. I didn't want that purple touching. Let's do this light blue because that's different. It's better. Light blue. Purple. I'm dying already. straight long one. Straight long one is the dark purple. This is going to be, that will be the head area up there, okay? Just so that you know. Okay, where's the straight cross one? This one. Okay, look at that. Now let's lay the other blocks in there. They're not trimmed yet, so it's going to look funny. Put this one here. This one's the one that's trimmed. Let's move this over a little. Okay. None of the rest are trimmed though. And it's supposed to be, they're called Starflake because they're supposed to look like snowflakes. And they're not trimmed again. Just letting you know. I gotta take the pins out. I pinned them up here. I'll look at the comments in a minute. Just give me a second to throw some of these in here. All right. Okay. Can you guys see that whole thing? So that's what I'm making. I'm gonna leave the camera right here for a second and I'll read some comments and then we'll trim the blocks. So let's see. When are you going to start? When are you going to start selling Tiff gear? I'm in on Tiff gear. So here's Tiff gear right here on my shirt. And let me tell you, I had to have a large. I told you guys this before. I'm a large or bigger, sometimes extra large in women's shirts because I have really broad shoulders. It may not look like it in the video, but when I go like this, it yanks everything and it like really messes up. And I also do not wear shirts with regular collars that come up to the neck. I'll chop those off. I hate collars. They really make me feel like I'm choking to death. So I got a V-neck purposely and it fits better, but they are loose in this area on me, but super tight in this area. If I put a bra on, oh my God, I'd be dying right now because it ends up really tight. So after I get 1,000 subscribers, they'll start being something will come up that'll be my name. Let's see. I'm on Tiff gear. Me too. I would wear a regular cut shirt if she sold them. What age child is getting this quilt? Actually, to tell you the truth, I don't know how old she is. I think 7 or 8, something like that. Beautiful, very nice. She's going to love it Monday. That looks nice, lovely, looking good. All right, so let me trim these blocks. Let's put my phone over here, out of the way. All right, you guys can hear me. Nothing's messed up right now. All right, let's trim all these down to 20 and a half. I'm gonna bring you guys back up. Wiggly for a second. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna trim these now to 20 and a half inches. Mouse out of the way. All right, and they're nicely starched. I know exactly what I'm doing here. I'm lining up that 3/4 inch line, 3/4 inch line, making sure my 45-degree line is on here. Doing the same thing that I did on the previous blocks. So I have myself a straight bottom now. I can line that up on here nicely. So I can use the lines on the ruler and on the mat. My 45-degree line, that's lining up. I'd probably line up even better if I went this way. 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch. All lined up. That's lined up. Turn it. Now I have 2 straight edges. All right, we're gonna get this thing together. 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch. I'm literally barely chopping anything off of this, you know. So it comes out pretty much accurate. Let's trim that off. Don't have that to make the cut. 45 is on right there, 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 and there. So this should be 20 and a half. 20. I'm going to cut a little bit more off the side. A little bit more off that side. So we're just going to choose one side to do it. I'm just going to cut this one. Just a little sliver. And we'll cut this side just a little sliver. Literally a tiny sliver, right? Oops, stay. Let's measure it now. Should be more accurate. I only need the sliver off. 20 and a half. 20 and a half. 20 and a half. 20 and a half. Not 20 and a half. Let's trim that one. Right here. 45's on. Give me a second and I'll look. Comments. There we go. More accurate. There we go. So one down. Just a few more to go. Another one. Get it done. Good. Okay. Weird camera suddenly got really clear. You're putting a deadline on your 9-inch birthday blocks. I do good with deadlines. Yes, there is a deadline for my birthday blocks. I said it in the original video before I made the second video, changing the 9-inch, from, the correction video. It says in there, November 13th. I would love if they are all here by November 13th. That way, in between all the things that go on around here, that I could have that put together, because I'm going to do it in a video. Everything will be put together in a video. I'll choose the fabric that I'm going to use for it and blah, blah, blah. November 13th is the deadline. But if some stragglers come in after that, because I know how the USPS works. It's slow, very slow. So if things straggle in afterwards, I'm probably not going to start putting it together until probably I have no kids after a Sunday, so it'll probably be the next Sunday I'll start putting it together, laying it out, making sure there's enough blocks, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, November 13th, it's a Sunday, but mail don't go on a Sunday, so technically, whatever. But November 13th is the deadline. Sort of deadline, if that makes any sense. 45, 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch, let's cut that. Stay, Tiffy. Stay. I'm talking to my block, calling it Tiffy. Oh, it's so silly. So this is how I do things without having a big, huge square ruler, guys. I think I've told you how I do that. Now you can see how I really do this. That one got a lot cut off. One more side. I just use the mat and I use the ruler. Mainly the ruler. I just lay it here and go. Alright. One's up, 45's on. Looks good. Alright, that's all 4 sides. Let's measure and see. I measure from the middle. Instead of sliding up and down, the middle should be the best measurement for me. So I just line it in the middle. And that one's just a little bit big, so I need to cut about 1/8 of an inch off that way. Oh, I just measured that way. What am I doing? And 1/8 of an inch this way. So I'm going to cut off 1/8 of an inch real quick. About 1/8 of an inch. on both sides. I don't know how that just happened. All right, and now this one. I just did that one. Let's do this one because this one's kind of funky right there. Anyway. Right there. All right, now it should be 20 and a half all the way. 20 and a half. 20 and a half. Turn it. Line it. 20 and a half. Look at that. I do really good with this whole lining up cutting thing. All right, next block. This whole thing should line up really nicely. I keep looking up there thinking that I can see. All right, nice, looking good. Weird camera suddenly got really clear. You're putting a deadline on the 9th. Sorry, saw that. Great. November 13th. Marked. Tiff, what is your favorite colors and what do you collect? Favorite colors, purple, pink, and black. Don't know why. It's my favorite thing. Just is. And then things I collect, I don't know, fabric. Fabric and quilting supplies. I like butterflies, but I collect butterfly wind chimes, but they get so ruined that they don't last very long. So whatever with that. I'm not a collector of anything, honestly. I used to get photo frames, but I filled them all and now I don't need any more because I am not developing more pictures. I used to buy clothing. I was really obsessed with clothing for a very long time. And then I found quilting and I got over all that. I used to collect things to do with my motorcycle. I don't do that anymore. I don't know. Sewing things, I don't collect any kind of like memorabilia from sewing either. Someday I want to get one of those machines, a treadle. I don't know why. I think that would be cool. Obviously, my legs aren't going to be able to handle it though, because that's a lot of work with the legs and feet. But it looks like fun, and the idea of it, I guess. So I don't really collect anything, honestly. My daughters do. My one loves cell phone cases. She is obsessed with cell phone cases. She changes her cell phone case every fucking day. Oops, sorry for the language. Every day. My other daughter is obsessed with sloths. Oh my god. That girl has so many sloth things. But they're young. When they get to my age and your guys' ages, it's like you don't want to buy knickknacks and stuff anymore. I was going to put this down, but I need to make sure that it's exactly after the trimming. Ooh, look at that. I don't even have to trim that. 20 and a half. That one, not 20 and a half. Let's fix this up. This one needs a lot cut off. All right, let's check it again. 20 and a half. Not 20 and a half. What is that so crooked for? Let's take this off right here. Sometimes I have to measure the whole thing because it got wonky. There we go, 20 and a half. Let's measure this way again. 20 and a half. Exactly. Okay. Next. Are these two. The other one needs to be trimmed a little. What kind of bike did you have? I had a Honda CBR 600. It was so awesome. I loved my bike. I took it out. We have Highway 40, the 40, and there's sheriffs and cops and stuff out there, but it was not windy. It was a perfect day. Barely any sunshine. I wore tank tops and jeans to ride my bike. I had my helmet on, but because I always took my helmet on the highway. Not around town, though. We don't have a helmet law here, so when I just rode around town, I didn't use my helmet. But I turned my thingy on and had my phone, not this phone, but my other one. I turned my GPS on. 164 miles an hour. Let me tell you guys, that was my thing. I loved to go fast. That was my break from stress in life. This has been taken over it, but I used to get yelled at from family members. Why do you ride like that? You're crazy. And I'd stand up on my motorcycle and ride with no hands. And yeah, I was crazy. Let me tell you, you guys don't even know. I don't know. And then my legs started giving out and it was becoming harder and harder. And then my arthritis in my hands started getting worse. And the nerve pain, the neuropathy that runs through my arms, holding the throttle and holding the brakes and or anything, it was bothering me. I couldn't hold my bike up anymore. It was just too much. So I gave it up. Didn't want to, but I had to, and I did, and it sucks, but right there. Now you sew, yes, now I sew fast. Definitely. Yep, I'm a speed sewer. It goes pretty darn quick. Ooh, that one's really wonky. Wonky. Now you have us. Yes, I definitely have all you guys. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. That's why I'm asking for my birthday. I'm not going to make a quilt to donate or anything. I'm making it for myself, my own personal. And if it doesn't hang on the wall, like I said, it will be in my room with me on my bed. Because Scott can take it down if I'm having a bad day. Because it just unhooks. You guys saw my thing. And let me turn this up. It's wiggling. But you can see up there, they're just clothespins. They're like a special clothespin that has a weird hooky mabobber on it. I don't know how to explain it. Some weird hooky thing. Yeah. He can just take it down when I feel the need to hang out with you guys, but I can't go live. He can just bring it in there. Oh, by then maybe I'll have 1,000 subscribers and I can just go live from my bed and have like a chit chat with you guys. All right, I barely cut anything off. It's better line up. I don't know what it is. It just makes me feel good to sit and hang out with everyone, even though we're not in person, which I wish I could. I've told you guys several times that dream I had. That was like so surreal, going around in my RV or travel trailer thing with my long arm in it and sewing machines, and it was all set up perfect so that I can be a travel teacher. I think I need to check this one again because it kind of looks big over there when it's sitting next to the other blocks. 20 and a half. Where is it looking so? 20 and a half. I don't know why that looks so big. Hold on, I'll be over in the camera in a second. I'm switching something around. I think it looks better. Instead of being in the same row. Cressy, put down the olives and chat with us. The olives? Wait, what? Somebody's eating olives? Lacey was done eating those a long time ago. There you are. Brenda RV. It's an awesome idea. They have gaming trailer. What's a gaming trailer? Is it where those people that play video games all day travel around playing video games all day? My son watches those kind of videos on his YouTube. That is way wonky. I'm going to have to fix this. Way too wonky. Wonky. We want it to fit, though. Also, I have to tell you guys, I will never buy this white fabric brand ever again. Something about being this see-through, like the other white that I buy, is not this see-through whatsoever. But this is the most see-through white I have ever bought. But it was on sale, and we needed a whole bolt of white. My husband's still trying to find me another good deal of another brand of white so that I can buy it by the bolt. Because I go through so much white, black, and gray. So yeah, I'm never using this brand again, ever. And let me tell you what brand it is. Springs Creative is the brand. This is T-Shot Poplin. It's from Walmart. I do not like it. I don't like the feel of it. I mean, it feels okay. I mean, it's not horrible, but I don't like it. So I'm never getting it again. And I still have almost a whole bolt to use because so far I've only used 1 yard. Oh. So yeah. I'm never getting it again though. This needs to come off just a little bit more. A little bit more. There's a lot of you here tonight. 21 of you. Look at that. That is awesome. And it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 2:40 right now. That's awesome that you guys are here. Lacey, be right back. Husband's leaving Christina. My 16-year-old daughter just described her poop to me. Actually, I can tell you my 17-year-old daughter has done that to me too. So you're not the only one, Christine, let me tell you. They set up festivals with gaming machine, lower back hatch, and people walk in. Wow. Look at that. 23 people now are watching. Wow, you guys are all here. What? All 23 of you need to say hi. How many of you are here? Just say hi. Unless you can't because you're on a TV screen and you can't type, like if you're playing off of a Roku player or smart TV and it doesn't have a typing thing, but it does have the YouTube. Say hi, guys. Say hi. Who's here? We got Linda. We got Lacey. Okay, let's measure this while you guys are saying hi. I need to trim some off of that side. I need to trim some off of this side. So let's go to this one real quick. No, that's way too close on that one. Trim this one and the other one. Barely trimming anything off. Everything's lined up. So now that should be 20 and a half. Oh yeah, perfect. Not perfect. Why is it kind of crooked right there? Okay. Got Linda, Lacey, Brenda, Misty, Judith. I already said Lacey. We got Amelia. Welcome. I haven't seen that name before. Tracy. Welcome. I haven't seen your name before. We got Betty. Hi, Betty. You caught me on a live. Look at that. In the middle of the night. 2:40 a.m. 20 and a half. Now let's measure this way. This way. This is the last block, and I'm going to start putting these guys together and decide on a border. And I'm going to have to cut this side off real quick. Just a little bit. Literally tiniest amount. And it should be the right size. Told you guys, this is the Insomniac quilting hours. 20 and a half with that. I got it. I don't know why. Some of these blocks are just like super wonky, but it's really hard to trim a big block like this. I mean, it's not really, really hard. It's just you got to keep cutting until it's square. It's a good thing I made the measurements when you guys go back to my video. The sizes that I give you for this block, specifically for the Starflake block, the sizes I give you allow you 3/4 of an inch away from your point. So you can trim it down to whatever size you want after that. I got 20 and a half inches and I still have, from the edge, I still have 1/2 an inch. So that is like great having star points that much space. So, all right, wait a second. We got Betty. Okay, I said we got Karen. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Got Jim Bennett. Just got a new phone you watch on the Roku. Hi, Jim. Our Roku, we can't hook up a what is it called? Keyboard to it. We tried, but I could hook a keyboard up in here to this one because it has the plug. Is everyone getting up for work? Yes, everyone's probably getting up for work because you guys, a lot of you are from Texas and on, you know. There's a couple of you in California. Brenda's a morning person. Mackenzie, where's Karen? Just south of Sydney, same as you. Tracy, just watch and stay hidden. You guys don't have to stay hidden. I feel great when you guys talk. Notice my mood changes when I realize how many more people are here. Trust me, this helps when you guys say hi. Actually, Wollongong right now. I'm buffering. Oh my goodness, am I dying here, guys? Hold on. We're going to click back on this. My other screen still says it's not working. Okay. So I'm going to turn the camera down. I hope it's working still. So this is what we're going to start sewing together, or I'm going to start sewing together. You guys are going to watch. I'm going to leave it down there for a second so I figure out if this is still going. Is anybody else buffering? Ooh, that screen got so blurry. All right. So that's what I'm doing. So that's going to be the top up there. So that's row 1, and then row 2, and row 3, and then row 4. And then we'll measure it for borders and go from there. So I'm going to get those sewn together, and then I'll probably get off. So let's get those sewn together, though, real quick. Okay. That's if the Aussie content is doing their part to support me. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Looks fantastic. Yes, been watching you for a while. Just got a phone, so now I can see. How's the weather in Australia? All right, we're going to just leave this right here. Oh, I won't be able to see it right there. I put this up here, guys. The only way I can see comments. Is it working while buffering? Because my phone is just buffering, but you're still moving. It's okay. Just watch around the spinning circle. That's what I'm doing. All right, let's put these blocks together. I like the order that they're in. So here's row 1. So I'm making sure that my long piece, that's the top of the row. Then this one, and then that's how I know I'm doing it correctly. The long piece that is attached, because remember I attached 1 side, 2 side, 3 side, 4 side, so that last one is the long seam. That's how I know to keep these straight. So I'm just going to lay this behind me. We're going to attach this one to this one, right sides together. This is my top. And all this better line up perfectly, let me tell you. Border and seam, and I'm going to back stitch so that it is nice. All right. I'm going to push through and get this done. Done. At least mostly done. Stay. There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. Back stitching, because I think that is the best way to hold these big huge blocks together, is a little back stitch. When you're doing smaller blocks, you don't really have to worry about back stitching, but these big huge blocks, a back stitch. It's very important to back stitch. All right, let's see. Roku went out on the phone. Yes, all good. I can still see you, sometimes buffering. Oops, you keep stopping. All right, Christine, bye. Have a good night. Thank you for all the added input. I would have been sewing and going like, oh my God, what did I do? I just totally end up with your weather. We had a very short summer, very hot summer. I wondered if we would have your winter. Is that towards me or someone else? Brenda. All right. Oops. I don't want that seam facing that way. Oh, down. All right. Okay, so row 1 is done. Now I know the head, which would be the head, the top of the quilt, it's going to be that straight bar. So I'm just going to make sure I put that back down on the floor with that straightness on the top. And now I'm grabbing the next row. I'm just going to put the block right sides together, bring it over here, and just start sewing. I'm just going to do my thing now. I'm just going to go ahead and sew, sew, sew. And I really need to trim this block. Something is crooked on it. I swore I got all the blocks correctly though. 20 and a half. 20 and a half. Okay, something's wrong. Why is it bowing like it is? Oh, there we go. That's why. Down here is not 20 and a half. One more little itty bitty bit. Come on. Line up. I'm going to trim the other way too, just because. So I just trimmed that side off. That would have been 20 and a half. 20 and a half. 20 and a half. It's definitely this angle. I'm glad there's so much extra room on this block, you know, to do stuff with. No, that's not 20 and a half down there. Again, another really funky, crooked side. Alright, that should be it now. I'll check my phone in a second, guys. I'm kind of away from it this very moment. 20 and a half. 20 and a half. Let's make sure that this lays on here. Oops, this one, this one. Solid one goes on the top. Where's that? That's this one. All right, lines up now. It took a second. Put this down nicely so it doesn't get all messed up. And I'm sewing this side. Yeah, because that's the top. Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys. Buffering, still moving. It's okay. Nice weather sometimes. Nights are still cool. It was told. I keep thinking I was totally unable to go somewhere. Brenda is in Louisville, Kentucky. Amelia, see you next time. Have to get ready for work. Okay, bye, Amelia. Vicky, the eye drops are burning. Sorry, Vicky. Just started pouring rain here, and I'm in a panic mode because I have to get out in the rain. Well, Linda, send some of the rain here. We need rain here. Like, not like horribly bad, but we do need some rain here. It needs to cool down is what it needs to do here. All right, so I'm going to hold this. I have the white one on the bottom so that the feed dogs can take in any extra fabric for that randomness of the whole not cutting in line properly. I have some fabric shredding getting stuck under there. Happens often. Not as bad as it does with some other fabrics that I've bought in the past. Alright. Stays on the top, that long piece. Put this next one on here. Hope that I don't have any problems with this one. Flip it around and put that white on the bottom. That way it can suck in anything because it's kind of, I don't know why everything's ending up funky. I make it work though, you guys. I don't know. I don't know how it works or why, but sometimes blocks are funky, and even the ones from patterns that I've done, like their sizing was wrong. Or like with Mariner Star, like seriously, that thing was horrible, horrible pattern. it work. You guys watched the whole entire process. I got it working. I did my thing, made extra blocks, put it together, even though it wasn't accurate. And the quilting took care of the accuracy, if that makes any sense. All right, row number 2 has 2 stars, one on each end, like so. And then this is the top part right here because I turned it upside down. I'm going to lay that down where it needs to go. Everything lining up really nicely as best as possible. I'm going to grab the next row. Right sides together. So with the white on the bottom, actually this one finds it really nice, but you can still sew with the white on the bottom. Just started Kate McKenzie, love you. Everybody, Kentucky, Missouri, my favorite places in the East. When I lived on the East Coast, when the anxiety gets shakes from leaving the house. Oh, that I get that too. Surprisingly, that's really, really weird. I think it's that my brain. The concept of being out and away just makes me feel weird again. After I had a lot of the problems I had, after a MS attack especially, I usually get really weird about going places and I freak out, like even at Walmart. The sheets, but no, I love those stars. I'm going to have to make some Kentucky pillows. Yeah, these are big enough for a pillow, actually. That's right. These are a perfect pillow size. For those 20-inch fill pillows. Okay, that's the top. That's the top. Let's get this one attached. The directions are in the video that's called Starflake block. Again, I'm just going to back stitch right here. I don't need that part. Line this end up. I'm on row 3, guys. It's going pretty quick to put the rows together. That's for sure. Lining everything up. I have the white on the bottom purposely, just in case. Sucks in anything that's too big. I think this is going to be a very cute quilt. Laying it on the ground. You guys probably just see my ass only. Okay, I'm going to grab the next row, which is row 4, and then we can attach them all together. That's long pieces on the top. Ooh, that one matches really nice. Winter, what's that? Haha. Yeah, exactly. Oops. I have a tangle. This is very rare. Very rare. Must be going too fast. Tangled up. I'm going to have to change my needle too after this project. Because holy moly. You know how to know when there's so much freaking thread dust. If you can't get your thread through the needle, then you know it's going bad. Because there's so much thread dust in it. Alright, line this end up. So. That one, let's see, what's that? That was the first live I watched, and that I realized it was a live. Tickled I found your site. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Brenda. Glad all of you are here. can't believe how many insomniacs slash you're getting up and going to work friends of mine, of you, all of you, are actually on, because it's 2:59 in the morning here now. I'm very surprised to have everybody here. I'm not like surprised, it's just I'm happy, excited. Again, I'm trying to put the white on the bottom. The way it lines up better, sucks in fabric with the feed dogs a little bit more equally. I just grab this end and I match them up. I give it a small tug, not much, just a small one, so that it lines up nicely. Line the fabric up. All right, row 4. As long as my solid one piece, that the last one that was connected is on, that goes at the top. Well, I know everything is in order. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera so you can see that I have to hook 4 rows together because it's shrinking, obviously, losing all those seams. So there it is. I think that looks so awesome, guys. Definitely looks like snowflakes, but I called it Starflakes. This is Starflake Elsa Quilt. So awesome, so awesome. And the blocks are just, the colors radiates just perfectly. Just perfectly. All right, so I'm going to put row 1 on top of row 2 and sew them together. And then row 3 and 4 and sew them together, and then sew the big half together. Okay. And then I know how it lays down every time because that long piece is I know it's the top piece. And I'm going to back stitch because they're such big pieces. It's 5:59 a.m. Brenda, bye everyone. I'm off to work. Have a great day. Okay, have fun at work. Don't work too hard. Pretty. Okay. I'm going to match these seams. Remember, I'm not pressing anything. I'm just kind of going with the flow. So everything's lining up nicely. I don't pin. You guys can pin if you want. It's personal preference. I'm going to hold that seam, get to it, leave the needle in the seam, grab the next junction. Put it right sides together, the seam the way I want it. Just hold it like it was a pin. Hold it down, line everything up. This is going to be a lot of negative space to quilt. So there's going to be a lot of fun with the quilting on this one. I'll have to do a video because I'm probably going to use white or blue thread. I think I have a pretty blue. I'm not sure though. How many left? Hey Michelle, you're back. Thursday and Fridays are high at 50. Finally Thursday we have our first freeze here in North Texas. I just have to put the last 2 seams together. No more, I'm putting the rows together. So I have this row and the next row. I'm already getting the rows together, if that makes any sense. I'm almost done and almost have a quilt top without borders. Because I'm going to put the borders on later. Alright, so here's row 1 and row 2. I'm just going to go ahead and hook row 3 to it. So I'm making sure my solid piece is on the top. I'm going to grab row 3 real quick. Making sure that seam stays on the top. It hooks to this bottom. That was good from triple digits. All right, so I'm going to put these two together, backstitch a little bit, and then hold my seam in a second. Okay, leave that needle down, grab my seams, put them the way I need them to nest, line it all up. Oops, that's the wrong piece that I just grabbed. Making sure everything's nice and legit. Adjust it. Keep holding the seam. Don't let go. Stay down in the seam. It's cold here right now, but tomorrow's supposed to be 90 again. I think it's going to be hot tomorrow, probably. It was hot today. Tomorrow's probably going to be hot too. It's cooling down at night, though. It's nice outside right now. At least the last time I was out there. I haven't been out there in a while. Michelle, did you finish your quilt? The blue? The crazy 9 patch? Alright, line up this last end. Make sure everything's nice and lined up. Adjust the fabric if I have to with my fingers. And then all I'll have to do is press it. Woo-hoo! It's supposed to be 86, which I'm glad for. Not getting hair done. Nothing worse. Okay. All right. Let's get that final 4th row on here. And then I'm going to do like a basic quick press because everything is really nice and starched. Except for the Elsa blocks, but the stars are really starched. Grab this bottom. Sorry before it falls. So this side because of the whole stretch with all those whites. Normally I wouldn't do this, but this has a lot of stretch. There's a lot of bias in this quilt. Alright. Give me 2 seconds, we'll sew this seam, and then we can go press it, and then you guys can all go to work and sleep and do whatever. Oh, come on. Stay still. These. Normally I don't hook the next row on the bottom, but I need to because of this whole white problem. Nest the seam. Hold it nice and flat. There we go. Adjust the fabric. There we go. There we go. There we go. Stay, stay, stay. Michelle's in Bakersfield, California. Not very far from me. She's supposed to come visit soon, hopefully. And then I'll go visit her after, so I've already been there. But I'll go again when I can finally, not have all these customer projects stopping me. I need a retreat with my Michelle. Ain't that right, Michelle? Suppose I can go visit my mom while I'm in California. You guys can watch me quick press and why it's so awesome having a big, huge ironing board. All right, coming up to the end now. Woohoo! Just a little bit more to go. All right. Here we go. I'm just gonna press it now. Just leave it right here. And I'll move the quilt off the ironing board because it's pretty large. All right, let's turn this. Move this beast. You guys, there's like that whole area is all quilts. It's literally stacked to the floor right now. All right, and that's how my iron ended up falling the other one and getting burning carpet. This is why I like my big, huge ironing board. Look at this. Ta-da! The whole thing fits. So that seam is pressed that way. Look at that. That seam is pressed down. The seam is pressed up. Come on, hold up. The seam goes down. That seam goes in. Okay. I can't see the chats, by the way, guys. Hold on. That makes sense. So you guys get to see it by row. I'm gonna have to go through and trim threads out of this thing. All right, 2 more rows to press. Seams are already facing the way I want them to. Look at that. And 1 more row. Let's press this and then I'll hold it up for you guys to see. Look at that. There's 20 of you guys here. It's freaking awesome. In the middle of the night. Well, at least for those that live close to me. California and Arizona time, I should say. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of little threads, but I don't care. I'll pick those out later when I go after borders and everything. I'm going to sew the rows together. All right, guys. I know this is going to take a second. I'm going to let it catch up because it has to catch up with what I'm doing. see if I can do this. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see comments so I know that you guys are seeing this. There we go. So this allows me to have so much empty space, you know, in all this for quilting. That's going to be so much fun. I think it looks good without the Elsas. What do you guys think? Remember I was saying about fussy cutting the Elsas? I think it looks good without. Okay. So now all I have to do is think about what to put on as borders. I'm just going to lay this right here for now because it doesn't really need to be folded. Right. So now I'm going to probably do diamond piece border and the Elsa border. So I'm going to go around it with white probably because I have lots of this white. So I'll probably go around it with a 2.5 inch white. Then the rest of those little diamonds go around the rest of it. And then finish it off probably with a little bit of an Elsa border on the front. And then the back side will get the rest of the Elsa fabric. So that way it's lots of Elsa. So, all right, guys. Thinking about the borders. Looks good. How big are the borders and what color? I think I just said that. Too nice for a kid. I'm sure that sounds awful. Right? And the quilting will probably be too fancy for a kid as well. 3 borders, first 2.5 white. Beautiful. Thanks for sharing, Judith. All right, guys. So I'm so glad that you guys all joined and stuck with me. This video was 2 hours. The last one was like 1 hour and 45 minutes before it cut out. So for the last 4 hours, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, getting this done. I don't know how to explain. I know a lot of you say that it takes you forever to do a quilt, but I am hoping that you guys are grabbing the inspiration from me and seeing so much how quick I throw things together. You got to be determined enough to just get it done. So all of you who are working on something, just go in the room. You don't even have to watch my videos while you're doing it, and just think about the Tiffy method, getting it done quick, you know? So, all right, guys. I'm so glad that you joined me. I'm going to get going and try to go to sleep, I guess. I don't know. If you are new to my channel and you just watched this long video of me putting this quilt together, it's the Starflake Elsa quilt. It was very fun to put together. I just got to do borders, so I'll be back again tomorrow or the next day or something to get the borders done. Other than that, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share them, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. And for some of you, it's good night. For some of you, it's good morning. So good night. Get some sleep, everyone, and or get some work done. Bye, guys. Oh, where's my mouse? I can't even see where that thingy is. Oh, there it is. Let's go to the other screen now. All right, guys. Love you all. Bye.